This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. UK Classic Week is gathering momentum here. It's the last day today of May 2023. So thank you very much for supporting the channel, everybody. Thank you very much for returning to watch another video. The horse I've got for you today is down to run in the UK Oaks over 1.5 miles, which is taking place this coming Friday. Whether it will run or not, time will tell, but it is certainly one of the more prominent runners in the market at this early stage. It's quite an interesting horse because I actually identified its full brother last year on Classic Watch 2022. A horse called, you'll see the paragraph there. These videos are a lot better than me. Type in that paragraph. Dream Flight is the name of the horse on Classic Watch 2022. Before we start taking a look at this horse, classicwatch2023.ml is the place to go for this year's classic horses. And the horse in question is called Soul Sister, trained by John and Thady Gosden and owned, as Dreamflight was, by Lady Bamford. Take a look at the pedigree by Frankel, out of a dam sired by Dancilli, called Dream Peace. You'll see that it really sprang to prominence when it won the Grade 3 Musadora Stakes on the 17th of May this year by 4 lengths. It was a very impressive victory, one of the leading UK Oaks trials at York. It was very unfancying on the day after bombing out the last of 12 behind another horse identified by us, Remarquee, in the Group 3 Greenham Stakes before that in April this year. So they've upped it up in trip, and it really has seemed to have worked the oracle. Like I said, the full brother, Dream Flight, was a frustrating horse, really, winning only 2 of 10 starts. I actually identified it when it won a listed race at St. Cloud in March 2022. It won the Prix Omnium 2 and then never really got above Group 3 trials. They tried it in a couple of trials, deemed it not good enough to run in any classics. It's also a Group 3 winner at 2. It won the Prix Thomas Byron, running to what the Racing Post said was a career high of 104. And it's now racing in Australia, which I was delighted to see, as I do like to spot them in Australia. Hopefully it gets back to pattern level and it gets a second chance. I didn't know the horse was in Australia. Deemed to run in Australia in March 2023, trained by Bjorn Baker. So people might still be able to look out for the horse in Australia if they do decide to do that. Very interesting pedigree, you'll see. Dream Peace, the dam. She was a dual stakes winner, winning 2 of 15 stakes races and running to a career high mark, according to the Racing Post, of 114. Trained by Chad Brown, it raced in France and America by the looks of things. It won a Group 2 at Deauville in 2011. It won the Prix Lanonette. It also won the 2011 Prix Volterra at St. Cloud, before being placed in several American Grade 1 and Grade 2 pattern races. But according to the Racing Post, the best it ran to was 114 in that time when it won at the Prix Lanonette at Deauville. We will see Soul Sister is from family 23 and it's a very well bred horse. Obviously, with me identifying Dream Flight, I had a rough idea of what to expect with this horse. It's really has thrived for the step up in trip, something that Dream Flight never got. And you'll see there's plenty of good horses in the pedigree. But before that, we've got to take a look at some of the dams, really. We've looked at Dream Peace already. The second dam, Truly a Dream, won 2 of 19 starts and $309,000. And she was a Grade 2 winner of the EP Taylor Stakes and she also won the Group 3 Prix de Royaumont in France. Fourth in the Group 1 Prix Vermeil as well. Very good dam. The third dam, Truly Special, won 2 of 14 starts and £89,000. She also won the Group 3 Prix de Royaumont, but couldn't replicate the form of the second dam. She was only second of the dam. Sorry, she was only second in the Prix de la Nonette, but she did win the Group Prix de Royaumont Group 3 winner. Truly Special. The fourth dam's very good. Arctique Royale is a classic winner of 3 of her 8 starts. She was the winner of the 1981 Irish 1,000 Guineas. She was also second in the Pretty Polly, and back in the day when the Moyglare Stud Stakes was only a Group 2, this horse was deemed good enough to win it. So the first 4 dams really are bulletproof. They've all won group races, and the fourth dam's a classic winner. This is the sort of horse we're dealing with. I mean, you can see how Dreamflight got latched onto looking at this, can't you? I mean, Arctic Melody, the fifth dam, we'll just take a look to see what she did. Winner of 3 of 8 starts and only $15,000, down as winning 3 races, the Athazi Stakes and the Musidora. So again, very good dam, classic winning trial. So the fifth dam of this horse won the same trial as this horse did. Very impressive pedigree. We found so many horses related to it when we looked at Dreamflight last year. I did. So I can take a look at some of them now, really, and flesh on the bones a bit more. You'll see where we are. Look on the lead. We'll show you the horses individually, but before we do that, our selection here, you see, there's Arctic Melody all the way up there on Family 23. There's the dam before it, Bellbird as well. And you'll see there's so many. Look at them, bold classic winners. That's what we like, everybody. When we were identifying horses to try and win classics, I like it to be related to horses that have actually done what I'm asking this horse to do. There's some very nice horses in this pedigree. One quite closely related to it is Catcher in the Rye. It only won 1 of its 4 starts on the track, which it was second in the Group 1 French 2,000 Guineas. It was a decent stallion as well, shuttled all around the world before sadly dying as a stallion in 2019, age 19, in Argentina. But it was a very underrated stallion, Catcher in the Rye, in my opinion. Solo de Lune is a dam that is responsible for no end of black type horses. Solo de Lune is out of Truly Special. You can look at them all there. Landcrest, 121. That sired some good horses as well, I should know, because I followed them. And horses like Master of Reality and, to a lesser extent, Sibylla Spain, although that is a Group 2 winner in France, over a mile. Eminent Authority I also followed without much success, unfortunately. But Landcrest was a good horse in her own right. She won 1 stakes race, 121 rated. She was second in the 2003 Breeders' Cup Filly and Mares behind Islington. Was also a listed winner. She was second in the 2003 Irish Oaks behind Vintage Tipple. Plenty of top-class Group 1 form, even though she only won once. And she's a good breeder of horses as well. Honolulu was actually out of Arctique Royale. I don't know, where am I? Have I skipped Honolulu? I accidentally closed the tab down. I'm fairly certain the next one was Honolulu. Yes. Apologies for that. I actually closed the tab down by mistake. Honolulu is actually out of Cerulean Sky, which was a Group 1 winning dam, I think. Out of Solo de Lune. Yeah, Cerulean Sky won the Prix Saint Hilary as well as the listed Prix Le Camargo, and again the EP Taylor Stakes was on the radar, only finishing second, whereas other family members have won the race. Honolulu was a Royal Ascot winner. It won the Doncaster Cup, Group 2. It also won the Martin Maloney Stakes, listed race. It was third in the St Leger as well, Group 1. Third in the Cumberland's Lodge as well. First, that's wrong, it didn't win the Queen Alexandra. I don't think it did, it might have done. Queen Alexandra Stakes at Royal Ascot. I'm sure it won a group race, but it might have won. Further race that, but it was a Group 2 winner on the flat in the Doncaster Cup, and still at stud in France, Honolulu. We've got horses like Modish as well. Modish, Arctic Melody, Arctic Royale there was also the dam of Modish. Won the Group 2 Grand Prix de Deauville, the Group 2 Prix Jean de Chaudonnet, and it also won the Group 3 Prix Foy. Second in the Gran Premio d'Italia. Third in the Grand Prix de Saint Cloud. This is a good horse. A sire in Saudi Arabia in the end, owned by Sheikh Mohammed when it raced. Wareed was another one, owned by Sheikh Mohammed. That was third in the Ascot Gold Cup. Won the Group 2 Prix de Chaudonnet, and it also won the Prix Vicomtesse Vigier, a Group 2 race as well in France. Dual Group 2 winner. That stirred side a few national hunt horses. Moonstone, we've got to touch on. Moonstone also out of Solo de Lune. Again, only won one race. Won the one race when it mattered. When she won the 2008 Irish Oaks. Also placed in the UK Oaks of 2008. Robertico in Germany, the winner of the 1998 German Derby. La Melody is the third dam of that horse. Whereas La Melody of ours, I think, is the fifth dam. Arctic Melody. Let's look at La Melody. La Melody fits in somewhere on here. La Melody is also out of Arctic Melody as well. So the fourth dam is related to this horse here. That's where that one fits in. And also I've had a lot of success with it in Australia, believe it or not, this pedigree. Oh yeah, two others we need to look at really in the UK. Ardros, champion stayer Ardros, winner of 14 out of his 24 starts. Won 2 Ascot Gold Cups. Won the Prix Royal Oak, which is down as a French Ledger, I suppose. Won a Group 2 Goodwood Cup. It won the Gallinule, 2 Yorkshire Cups, 2 Geoffrey Freer Stakes. Prolific winner. Second in the Arc. One of the century's top stayers, according to this stallion, this site. And who am I to disagree with that? And obviously you've got Scorpion, who was always out of a sister to Ardros, which I do remember from when Scorpion raced at the time. Winner of 4 out of 15 races, including the UK St Leger, and he also won the Grand Prix de Paris and the Coronation Cup. Quirky horse, but very good. And still at stud now, I think, Scorpion. Or he might have been retired, I'm not sure. But a very good stallion, without any shadow of a doubt. I'll touch on the Australian ones quickly. Getting close, some of these tabs closed down now. Colette. The Godolphin filly Colette was an absolute flying machine. She won the Golden Eagle. She won several group races for me. She won the Australian Oaks. She won the Empire Rose. Group 2 Apollo, when she absolutely destroyed a top quality field on ground that was absolutely perfect for that day. She won so many races for me in them 2 years. The 3 years I was following Australian racing. Look at that. 6 top class wins. The Golden Eagle is a $10 million race. And that race, if you've not watched one horse race in your life, I'd advise you that after you've watched this video, go and watch that race. Colette Golden Eagle. Absolutely incredible race. Yeah, absolutely fantastic race it was. But that was one I noticed at the time. That's truly special, you see. He's the second dam of Colette. So that's out of a Guineas winner. Perfect for Australian racing, And I didn't know about this one because I obviously followed Australian racing for 2 or 3 years. Castletown. raced 103 times in its career, but it did win 16 times and owed nearly $2.5 million. The New Zealand champion racehorse, it won the New Zealand Derby, won the Auckland Cup, it won the Capital Stakes, it won the Coalfield Stakes, 3 times winner in the Wellington Cup. And the Truly Special again, as the Arctic Melody was the third dam of that. So this horse, you can see why Dream Flight was such a frustrating animal, really, when people look at this. Because Soul Sister, and this one at Musidora, which we're about to show you at the minute, really did look impressive, considering it was so unfancying on the day. Let's take a look at the Group 3 Musidora now, before we'll wrap this video up, shall we?
And Lambada also, she's the last one to go forward for the Tattersalls Musidora Stakes. Let's join Mike.
Apologies for that.
Catamol, he has the call.
And they're off. And Gather Your Rosebuds was just a little bit slowly away there, just manoeuvred wider as they moved through the first furlong of a fascinating renewal of the Tattersalls Musidora Stakes, this Group 3 contest with Infinite Cosmos, one amongst the early pace setters. In fact, just the overall leader from Novakai on the inside rail there, just restrained. Gather Your Rosebuds is on the outside, disputing second with the yellow jacket of Novakai. And right behind them, Sea of Roses in the white jacket, Blue Stars, is followed by Midnight Mile in the white sleeves and cap. Restrained Empress Wu, who races in the green and white hoops on the inside of Soul Sister. And it's Lambada who brings up the rear as they race down past the 7 furlong marker on the far side, about 8 lengths off the speed, Lambada. And the pace is being set by Richard Kingscote here on Infinite Cosmos. Leading by about half a length then, Gather Your Rosebuds is in second on the outside then of Novakai, who continues to hug the inside rail. Sea of Roses is racing close up behind in fourth, followed then by Midnight Mile and Soul Sister, with Empress Wu weighted with, still travelling strongly though, Empress Wu, together with Lambada at the back of the field, who's just about last. Then they're straining up now for the judge here as they come inside the final 4.5 furlongs of the Tattersalls Musidora, and it's still Infinite Cosmos the leader. Gather Your Rosebuds on the outside, poised to strike. So too is Novakai on the inside there in the hands of Clifford Lee, as Gather Your Rosebuds is now shaken up briefly. They're beginning to pick up the tempo a bit now. Sea of Roses is travelling well behind these. On the left, Soul Sister and Frankie coming into it as well. And then behind these, Lambada a bit flat-footed. It's Infinite Cosmos continuing to maintain this decent gallop ahead there. Being tackled now by Novakai on the outside, and Soul Sister has jumped into the race with a great turn of foot, and she's led here by 2 lengths approaching the final furlong. It's Soul Sister and Frankie Dettori. This isn't the filly we saw at Newbury. This is a high-class filly who's romping clear here to win the Tattersalls Musidora. Really impressive, Soul Sister. Novakai's second, Infinite Cosmos and Midnight Mile tight for third and fourth.
An emphatic winner of the Tattersalls Musidora Stakes, it's Soul Sister.
There you go, everybody. Unheralded on the day, 18 to 1 shot. Swoops past the field of the leading UK Oaks trial like they're standing still, And we'd already identified the full brother in 2022, so we have to side with this one. Absolute no-brainer, and hopefully she'll be able to do herself justice, and do what her full brother Dream Flight failed to do in 2022. Right, I'm going to wrap this video up now. What I'm going to do is leave a couple of steers at the video. I'm going to leave a link to the playlist containing all the Classic Watch 2023.ml horses. Don't forget Classic Watch 2023.ml, the place to go for this year's, classic horses. And I'm also going to leave everybody an opportunity, to those who have watched the video and are yet to subscribe to the channel, to do so they don't miss any more of our updates, because we're hoping to get some momentum now. We've taken forecasts in both the UK Guinea, both the Irish Guineas at the weekend. The Kentucky Oaks has also gone our way. So ahead of a double UK Classic week and French Classics with the French Derby as well on Sunday, this is hopefully going to be the start. Hopefully we'll continue to take these races out now. So good luck, everybody. I'm going to leave you there now. Don't forget, thank you very much for watching the videos. Thank you very much for supporting the channels. We might even do a live stream soon if we feel that way inclined. And if we do, you can find us on Twitch. But for now, take care, everybody, and look after yourselves. And thank you for watching.